Hey everyone, it's Kayla here, and today I'm sharing my layout for day 12 of the 12 Days of Autumn Scraplifts on Scrap Squad. Today's scrap lift is in the top right hand corner, and I've also added the link to the original in the description below. Now today is the final day, and I have honestly loved these scrap lifts that we've been working on, and I've loved the kit. I've really enjoyed this series of the 12 days. Now for my final layout today, which won't be my final layout with this kit, I am going to use it again and again and again because I have absolutely tons left. But for my final layout of this series, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the greens and the blues that we had in this collection. And I'm going to be scrapbooking a photo of my son TJ, and it's kind of like a photo from yesterday where it's the back as he's walking along. And you can kind of just see the overhang of the tree, and some of the leaves have already started changing colour. And then in front of him is the clock, which is local to where we live. It's called the Church Kirk clock. And I mean, this was such a big thing in my childhood, this clock. I have mentioned it in a previous video, but it's also a big thing in my children's childhood as well. So it's very special to us, definitely. So on the original layout, there is 3 tags in the background. And now in this collection, there is a tag cut apart. So I pulled out the blues and the green tags that were on that cut apart. In fact, I knew I wanted to use them for this layout, so I made sure to save them for today's lift because I knew I wanted to use them for this. I have added a border to my layout using a green pattern paper in the collection. I did gut that first and then added my white cardstock on top. And then I'm not sure if it's already done or if I do it later on throughout the video, but I have added a stitched border around as well. I also backed my photo in that same pattern paper, and I really love how, you know, these colours, the greens and the blues, just work so well together. And even though there's a lot of oranges and reds, there's even some brown, yellow in this collection, there is absolutely tons of green and blue embellishments that you can kind of pull out and create you know, kind of more masculine layout. You're not having to use all the pinks and things. So I was really pleased with this. So I have arranged my tags. I also added some stitching around my tags as well, which it isn't perfect. I'm not that good on my sewing machine, especially for stitching, you know, kind of small things like this. But it kind of adds to that messy look because I have distressed all the edges as well. So it works really well for me. I really love how it adds some more texture to the page. And now I'm just pulling in some embellishments. Now I did spend some time kind of going through the embellishments and picking out all the ones that were green and blue. So that I could it just kind of makes it easier for me once things are kind of sorted out into a pile, that then I can just pull out what I need and what I'd like to use, rather than having to go through everything every time I want to look for something. The only things I didn't kind of sort out in colour was these fussy cut leaves and things, and that's just because I have those in a little container all together. So again, I'm now kind of shifting through those and pulling it in leaves that are in the green and the blue. And I've pulled in some of this kind of tealy colour because there is a little pop of that in the tag with the triangles on. There is also a little bit of yellow in that tag as well, but because I haven't really added yellow anywhere else, it doesn't stand out too much. So I have pulled, well, I am now pulling in some of my fussy cut leaves. I have also pulled out some of the epoxy stickers. I've gone for a green tree and a green leaf. And they both have some gold foil detail on those as well, so it adds a little bit of sparkle to the page. I have added in a floral sticker, which was from the sticker book, which also has gold foil on as well, and it's in the blue and it has green leaves, so that matches perfectly with this page. I think now I've kind of put together how I want this page to kind of go. Nothing's really stuck down yet, so I do need to commit to things. But I'm kind of liking how it's looking so far. I have fussy cut out some hearts again in the blue and the green. And at this point still, I don't think anything's really stuck down. I just kind of skipped past my fussy cutting because that can get quite boring to watch. But because these hearts were clear stickers, I did attach them to some white cardstock first. And then fussy cut them out so that I could pop them up on foam and kind of use them more like a die cut without you being able to see anything underneath. Now I have stuck things down. I think I have. I'm not quite sure. No, I don't think anything's stuck down yet. I think I'm still pulling in embellishments and deciding on what I'd like to use. I decided to go for this foam phrase sticker as my title, and it just reads the story, because there is actually a story that goes along with this photograph. Now the story behind this photo, even though it's just, you know, it is a gorgeous photograph, like I said, there's the tree kind of hanging down and you can see that the leaves are starting to change. But on this particular day we was walking home from school, and I think TJ and Darcy had both asked if we could go to the shop after school. Now, we do have a rule that we only go to the shop once a week. Otherwise, it would cost me an absolute fortune. And they know that we always go on a Wednesday. So it's midweek. They get a little treat from the shop. And on this particular day, TJ had asked if we could go to the shop today. And I'd said no. You know, it's not shop day, as we call it. So he had kind of stormed off in front and he was sulking because he wasn't getting to go to the shop today. And obviously me being a scrapbooker, used that as an opportunity to get this lovely photo of him walking in front, even though he's technically sulking because he hadn't got his own way. But, you know, like I said, that'll be in the journaling. And I just think, you know, it is a nice photo anyway, but I do think it's quite funny to look back in the future and see that, you know, TJ had stopped off sulking because he hadn't got his own way. Now I'm bringing in some phrase stickers, and I'm going for the ones that are on like the craft background and they've got navy writing. And this kind of made me then want to bring in some craft. So I've gone for the words this and here from the title thickers, and that just brings craft then into 3 places on this page. And I'm really pleased with how that looks actually. I wasn't quite sure at first, but now I really love how that looks, and it just brings it kind of just breaks up that kind of the green and the blue a little bit. I did also add in some of the foil stickers as well from the sticker book, and I've added a foil butterfly, which I think is really pretty. And I've also tucked in a few of the leaves as well. And now I'm going to finish off with some splatters, and I've gone for like a green splatter, and these are using my pearlescent paint, so they add a nice bit of shimmer to the page. So this is my finished page, and I really love how this one's turned out. Please do check out the Scrap Squad Facebook group, and I should be back with a weekly scrap lift soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.